Hey, Cool Skeleton 111 here. How y'all doing? Alright, today we're getting back into Ace Attorney. Hopefully for the last couple of times. Alright, doesn't look like there's any other news for me. So, are you all ready to get into it? Here we go! Okay, what? Oh, there. Looks like the audio is working. Alright, please be aware there'll be some awkward voice acting. Yes, now we are Miles Edgeworth, because Phoenix is in the hospital. Nothing left here, so I guess we move back. Here we go. To Heavenly Hall. February 8th. Heavenly Hall.
Oh, not much of a view down here, huh? It's still better than the view from my apartment, though. Someone's here. Hide yourself, detective.
Oh, why? Why does this always happen? Whenever I find a girl I like, they always run away! I even chased one of them to Japan! Next is going to be prison, I guess! I'll steal that detective's wallet. That'll get me locked up for sure! Nah, they can't do that to someone who looks like he's been down on his luck.
He's just talking to himself. Just be quiet and listen.
I knew it! I shouldn't have done that! I blew it again!
Done what? What did he do, I wonder? Hey, you! About what you just said! I got an objection! No, you buffoon!
What the? Angie! You dirty rat!
Come show you oath! I'm sorry, sir! Before I knew it, I was shouting out objection! And in a loud, commanding voice, too! I even pointed my finger out! You've watched too many trials. I'm sorry. Okay, then. The jig is up. What have you got to say to yourself? For yourself?
Hello! NSK Kevin! Welcome to the pile of bones! I am a variety game streamer. I, sometimes make music and art as well. So, welcome on in. How you doing?
What is this little shack anyway?
Oh, well, I'm sorry about that. I do have a, playthrough over on my YouTube channel, if you want to check that out instead. Alright, well, good luck with your searching if you're not gonna be sticking around. Because, yeah, we are pretty much at the end of the trilogy here. Alright. Well, good to have you here either way. I believe this is the very last one in the trilogy. It is Trials and Tribulations, Episode 5. According to this walkthrough. Or if I check my save file, that would probably tell me it as well. Yeah. So yeah, pretty much the final chapter of this game. Oh. But yeah, I don't think we're too far into this one just yet. This, chapter of the game. Alright, I'm gonna get back to playing now. Well, I just discovered it myself yesterday!
And why were you down here in the first place?
Come on! I'm an artist! I was looking for a good place to sketch! Yeah! Yeah, I haven't quite figured out a specific voice for him, but I figure he'd be more like a sleazy slacker type of guy. This is a great little place! It's artistic! Yeah! It's cool, got no power! And it looks like it's about to collapse!
Sounds like my apartment there, pal. One thing's for sure. No one is likely to show up and disturb you here.
So can I get you something to drink? Some hot water, baby?
He's getting all buddy-buddy on us, sir.
Listen to me, Edgy. You've got to do this. You gotta save Iris!
Why are you so sure she's innocent? Because she's cute.
Watch your mouth! Anyway, I made up my mind about it. I'm gonna marry that girl!
Mr. Redworth is pretending he didn't hear you, so I'm gonna ask for him. Have you already asked this girl to marry you?
Oh no, not yet. But I can tell how she feels by the look in her eyes. She's got this I really want this man to carry me over the threshold look. I'm sure Nick would be surprised. He never imagined that I could marry such a beautiful girl like that.
Something tells me he would be shocked indeed.
That's why I didn't want her to do anything dangerous. I mean, what am I gonna do if she gets hurt?
What's the... What is this guy trying to say? He's lost me about a mile back. If we really want to know the answer to that, we're going to have to drag him out onto the witness stand. Come to think of it, you still haven't answered my question. Where were you and what were you doing last night?
Oh, man! Don't you have anything else to talk about? With that kind of attitude, you'll never be a ladies' man like me. Okay, chill out with those like scary eyes. I got it. If you really want to know, last night I saw something incredible. Something incredible. Whoa. Larry! Yeah. Let's not talk about that now. Let's talk about the good old days. What do you say? Larry is hiding something. Come on, I'll pour you a nice cup of hot water. Why hasn't he realized that I absolutely despise talking about the good old days? Especially with him. Well, looks like we gotta do a shakedown on this guy. Let me save first. Because surprisingly, you can get soft-locked in these games. Hello, Kindron, welcome in. And I will go grab the beans. Be right back. And I have returned with the beans. Let me go ahead and spin that beans wheel. Beans. And it is... Oh no, the worst one! Burnt rubber or black licorice! I don't like either! Alright, let me see if I can find a nice black bean in here. Yep, solid black. Oh boy. Neither is good, no. Some people like black licorice, but not me. Well, bottoms up. Yep, that's a tire. That is a freaking tire. Blech. That. Now my mouth tastes like automotive. Blech. And yep, I will do a wetting of the bones. And hopefully those sippies were edible for you. Let me go ahead and put away the beans wheel. Oop. And now we shall get back to the game. So yes, we were going to do a shakedown of Larry. Or, Laurice, I should say. And to be honest, I think the tire is more tolerable than the black licorice, if you ask me. Yeah. Still tastes like a bike just went into my mouth, but okay. Anyway, let's see if we can do this. I don't know if we'll be able to, but we'll see how far we can get. The night of the crime.
Alright, and now you're going to tell me what you really saw last night.
Whoa, you're really upset, aren't you, Witch? Okay, I'll talk.
That was a bit too easy.
Yeah, anyway, it was awesome! Look, never seen anything like it! Around 10 o'clock last night, it started thundering! I'd been sleeping. I'm not sure how long. Suddenly, zing! The world I'm trying to be went running! I'm trying to make sure that it doesn't sound too much like Mo, but it's ending up like Mo the Clown. Like, I'd just been slapped in the face by my old girlfriend, Naomi! And then, it was on fire! The bridge was on fire, dude!
Dusky Bridge caught on fire? Are you saying you saw it with your own eyes?
Hey! Why are you giving me the evil eye? I'm telling the truth!
There are still 3 psycho locks remaining. That means he's still trying to hide something. By the way, Larry, where were you when you saw that happen?
What did you say? What do you mean?
What do you mean, what do I mean? Just answer the question.
I was in my room, by the main hall! Where else would I be?
As usual, you're as transparent as an emptied chili jar. The problem, I suspect, lies there.
There? What do you mean, there?
It's impossible for you to have seen the lightning strike Dusky Bridge from your room.
What? Is it in the weather report? Wait a minute. Oh, he's talking about the, like, from the room. Why is he here, then? Because if it hit the bridge, and he was in his room at the temple? At least I think that's what they're saying. All the trees and stuff would have blocked his view. Even if there were windows. He wouldn't have been able to see it, but I guess he would have been able to hear it, maybe? I'm gonna risk it.
This is a map of the area. Take a look around the vicinity of the Zagara Temple.
What am I looking for?
I think that should be fairly obvious. The main hall is surrounded by trees, and it's impossible to see the view of the bridge from here.
What? Why didn't you tell me that before?
Well, how about it?
About what?
Do you feel like talking now?
About what? Larry!
It looks like it won't be that easy after all. You leave me no choice. I'll have to move on to the next step. You weren't in your room at the temple. So then, where were you?
You don't know that I wasn't in my room!
So where was Larry, and why was he there?
If I've read the situation up to this point correctly, the answer is fairly obvious. Very well then. Let's test my theory. The place you witnessed a lightning strike during blah blah blah, I don't... Here. The place you saw the lightning strike was naturally Heavenly Hall. I mean, why else would he be here? Why will I be hanging around in this old shack? It's freezing cold, and there's no electricity, and it could fall apart at any minute, dude! Larry, how do you know that anyway? How do you know there's no electricity? After all, it's not that dark yet. Uh-oh! In other words, you have just provided evidence to prove my theory. My theory that you've at least once known I visited Heavenly Hall after sunset. I have to admit, I'm impressed, Reggie. You're in a totally different league from Nick. That's nice. Now tell me, what were you doing at this cold little shack last night? Oh, that's what you might call a Faraday cooler. I think you mean a Faraday cooler. Would it be you were waiting for someone? Oh no! You really were the scary guy, you know? I believe that last night you were waiting for this person to come meet you. I mean, he's been talking about this girl the entire time, so, There's only one person you'd wait for in a horrible place like this, Larry. I told you before! Don't call me Larry! The person you were waiting for was... Laurice! Oh... Suddenly I feel cold all over, Reggie! No doubt, because of my chilly glare. So you think I got the hots for Sister Iris, huh? Didn't you have some kind of evidence? You got something that proves I was waiting for her? Or are you just guessing? This is where I draw the line, and end this ridiculous little game. Here's the evidence that proves you were waiting for Iris. Don't tell me. Don't freaking tell me.
Take that!
Here's your evidence. You called her to the spot with a pathetic blackmail letter. No! Give that back! You're embarrassing me! What are you doing with that anyway? That's not important. I misjudged you, Larry. What do you mean? Taking advantage of a woman's frailty like that? You should be ashamed of yourself. No! Oh! First of all, what's this at the top of the letter? It says, "Salutations here." Well, that's what it said in the book, writing letters for dummies. You're not supposed to actually write that. That's what you're supposed to write, "Dear Iris." I'm so sorry. Ray?
So you were here in Heavenly Hall last night, weren't you, Larry? And you saw the lighting hit Dusky Bridge, didn't you?
Sorry, Reggie.
Sorry doesn't cut it, you scumbag! Threatening a young lady like that!
Oh. Wait, hold up!
What now, pal?
What are you talking about? What threatening stuff?
I'll tell you what! You tried to scare Iris by threatening to expose her secret, pal!
What do you mean threaten? When did I threaten her?
Unless you want her secret to be exposed. That sure sounds like a threat to me, pal! Blackmail effect!
Give me a break. It's a life letter. Haven't you ever been in love?
What did you just say?
My letter burned so hotly. It could melt all the snow on this mountain. Larry.
Oh. Then what is this secret you mentioned?
Come on, Edgy. Don't you get it? I'm talking about the secret love between her and me. Obviously, she wouldn't want old Lady Bikini to know about it, right? About her hot and sour, so bittersweet love affair.
Alright! Then why did you send a love letter in the business-like manila envelope?
Give me a break. It's not my fault I didn't have any other envelopes. Yeesh!
And why are you so quick to apologize, pal?
It's because Edgy gave me that scary look of his. What's wrong, Edgy? Why are you so quiet all of a sudden?
That's it? That's all what all those huge locks were about? I don't understand why you were so defensive.
Well, I don't know either. I guess the thing is, you shouldn't expect too much from a guy like me. Hey, come on! Don't let it get you down.
But Mr. Edgeworth, this guy is still hiding something. I know it! Oh, what do you mean, detective? Don't forget that what this guy just said just a minute ago.
If you really want to know last night, I saw something incredible.
She's right. Larry!
What? You're looking at me like a hungry dog that's just found a bone!
What was this something incredible you saw last night? You're going to tell me, one way or another.
I already told you, didn't I? I saw the lightning strike Dusky Bridge!
Yes, and I believe it was an incredible sight you saw.
No! No treat! No treat!
But now that I think about it, something doesn't quite ring true.
What doesn't?
If that's all there is to your story, your heart wouldn't have had all those locks. Therefore, Larry, I do believe you saw something last night. Something more incredible than lightning.
What? When? Where? Why?
Hey! What do you think you're doing? If you hide anything from Mr. Edward, I'll arrest you on the spot, pal!
Ah! Oh my gosh!
No! What's wrong, sir? Does this mean I have to do it all over again?
Why are you glaring at me like I'm next to be hit by a bolt of lightning?
I've just about had it with this Harlequin. If I really want to drag the truth out of him, I'll just have to drag him to the witness stand.
To be continued. Yeah, let's save. February 9th, 9:47 a.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby number 1.
Oh my! Mr. Laurice feels that way about me?
Apparently, he isn't aware of your real secret at all. This is no time to be embarrassed.
I'm sorry. I'm just hardly accustomed to that sort of thing.
Really not. And in any case, whatever it was that he saw on the night of the incident, mark my words, I will drag it out of him.
Does that mean Mr. Laurice is the witness today?
No. I believe that man will be the first to take the stand.
Sister Bikini.
She claims to have seen the very instant in which you carried out the crime. I just want to ask you one last time. It really wasn't you who killed Miss Elise Dunim, correct?
That's correct. It wasn't me.
Very well.
Mr. Edgeworth?
Yes?
Sister Bikini, I don't know if you were here for that, but, this is Sister Bikini. She gave herself a very eccentric name to stand out. She has a very eccentric personality to go with it.
You are a prosecutor, aren't you? Are you sure about this? If your true identity is revealed...
Don't worry. I've made the necessary arrangements.
I see.
Iris. It is a prosecutor's job to doubt people. But right now, I am a defense attorney. A defense attorney's job is to believe people. And to believe until the bitter end. That's what my friend told me once.
Friend zoned again. I'm sure she will be.
Mr. Edgeworth!
I simply ask that you watch and decide for yourself whether or not I'm fit to do the task I've been entrusted.
Very well, sir. I leave my defense in your capable hands!
February 9th, 10 a.m. District Court, courtroom number 7. Oh my. But it seems like he's on the wrong side of the room. Maybe he's on the right side? I don't know. Spreads go flip-flop.
Orders now session from the shrine of Sister Iris of Hesakuratim.
The defense is ready, Your Honor.
The defense does indeed appear to be ready. However, the same cannot be shared for the prosecution in this trial.
Indeed.
I'm not sure I like such a blatant waste of this court's time. An empty prosecutor's chair can only mean that the prosecutor has no confidence in their ability to prove their case. It would seem this case is already over before it had a chance to begin. I am ready to announce my verdict at this time. The court finds this defendant...
Objection!
Oh my gosh! It's her!
The prosecution stands ready.
And you are?
Franziska von Kramer, prosecuting prodigy.
Von Kramer, you see? Perchance you wouldn't be of any relation to the legendary prosecutor Manfred von Kramer?
Legends, her thing of the past. I am a von Kramer. That is all. Upon a special request, I flew in today for the purposes of prosecuting this case.
You did? Then you must be quite a big shot, eh? By the way, Mr. Richworth.
Yes, Your Honor.
I was certain that I've seen you somewhere before. Or am I just imagining things? You look very much like a prosecutor I met once.
I believe you are imagining things, Your Honor.
Miss Von Kramer? Do you have anything to say?
There is no such weaklings as this man among those of the prosecutor's office.
There isn't.
I told you, there is no such weaklings.
What is that, Herr Whip? I'm not sure I care for such a thing in my courtroom. Really, remove that whippet!
Hold it!
I have no objections to the whip.
You don't say!
The prosecution can wield a whip or drink 17 cups of coffee. But there's still only one truth. That is what I stand here to prove today.
This promises to be interesting. Miles Edgeworth.
If only Ritsu were here.
I had expected to face Phoenix Wright here today. But looking at you now, maybe this is what I have been waiting for all this time. Miles Edgeworth, I will not allow this chance to crush you slip through my fingers.
I see you brought your flair for the
histrionic.
Allow me to add to the things I'm not sure about. People acting bizarrely in my court.
The stage is set. Now, continue with the proceedings, Your Honor.
Hello, Ritsu. Welcome in. As soon as I mention your name. How you doing? Just a few minutes ago I said, if only Ritsu were here. Yeah. Doing alright. A little chilly. Snow's kind of melting in my area. Yes. I hear you there. Alright.
Hurry, then, Miss Pankama, please give an outline of this case. With as little whipping as possible.
The murder victim is the famed picture book author, Miss Elise Tunim. Her body was found in the Hazakura temple courtyard. She had been stabbed through the torso by a ceremonial sword from a golden statue.
Sword in this picture. Is the weapon in question correct? Very well. The court accepts this photo of the crime.
Crime photo added to the court record.
There is no mistake. This was the towing of Sister Iris. After all, there is a witness to crime.
Please bring this witness to the stand. And so it begins. My first and last trial as a defense attorney.
Witness, state your name and occupation, please.
Hold it right there. I'm not sure about being... Not sure if I care for this.
What is with this guy's not being sure about anything?
Witness, please stand up nice and straight.
Oh my god.
If I recall correctly, there are a few milk crates in the defendant's lobby for a back pain-plagued witness.
Oh my gosh, the milk crates. Oh, the little kid from Steel Samurai.
Lady, fettle fate for this poor lady, please.
Once again, your name and occupation, please.
Let alone me. Well, I'm the head number of Sakura Temple on the Eden Mountain.
Wet the bones?
Don't mind if I do.
Agua. Yep.
My name is Bikini. You got it? Bikini! Nice to meet everyone!
But you don't appear to be wearing a bikini right now. Ah!
This courtroom is the garden of holy judgment. Those with lettering in their hearts should leave the sanctuary at once.
You want me to leave?
No need to get your bikinis in a twist. Let me tell you, I'm a sight to behold in summer.
Shenanigans.
Ah, man. Every.
Witness, I hear that you saw the crime take place on the night in question.
That's right. I can still hardly believe it myself, to be honest. There's no way dear little Laurice could do anything like that.
Let us hear what...
A little late on that, but, yeah.
Let us hear what you have to say. First, tell us.
A boot? A boot? Oh, yay! Congrats on that 7-stream streak, Ritsu!
First, tell us about your own movements that night, eh? Hey, what?
The night of the murder.
That night I was helping Acolyte with her training near the temple, but, well, as you can see, my back likes to act up violently. So I left Iris to help Acolyte and returned to have Sakura temple. There's no bath at the inner temple, you see, so I needed a long hot soak. It was after I'd finished, just as I was heading back, that's when I saw it.
Alrighty. Yeah, Twitch is acting up a lot for a lot of people, including me. At least on the watcher end.
So it was simply a coincidence that you found yourself returning to Sakura Temple?
Yes, you could say that. If my back hadn't been so much pain, I would have stayed at the inner temple.
Welcome back, Ritsu!
That sounds like a pretty important statement she just made.
There's only one problem with this testimony that I can see. And you're not about to fall at your first hurdle now, are you, my Zetsu?
Mr. Richworth, please begin your cross-examination.
Okay, weirdy weird. Gonna save. Alright, all saved up. And now, let's see. Might have to press on some statements here.
The rhyme took place in the courtyard, correct?
When you go from my room to the main home, you have to take a winding hallway from which you can see the courtyard.
That's right. In other words, it was pure coincidence that the witness saw the crime taking place before her eyes. There was no complicated setup in this case.
That certainly seems to be true. There is indeed only one problem with this testimony. If I can clearly point out what it is, then I can begin to quantify
Enough with the big words!
just how good this witness's memory and observation skills are.
She left Iris to... Wait a minute. Let me check the, No... testimony? Boom! Gotcha!
Witnesses have to undergo their own trials, I'm afraid. The defendant's fate rests on the powers of observation and memory, after all.
Well. Don't worry. I'm more than up to the task. I'm a woman of faith, after all. The head household, Zachary Temple.
In that case, Miss Honcho, I'd like you to explain something for me. The discrepancy between your testimony and that of the defendant Iris. She claims that after ringing the lights out bell, she went back and stayed in her room. Which means she did not go to the inner temple at all.
No!
Objection!
She was...
A defendant or witness? Who is more likely to lie, do you suppose? The defendant is simply lying to cover her back.
But that is completely illogical. The murder was committed in the courtyard of Sakura Temple. Claiming that she went to the inner temple would make for a much better alibi.
That is odd. Whatever the reason, I can't believe that she would lie.
She does indeed have honest eyes.
Not you too.
What?
Well, people lie. That is my belief.
Why am I the only one being whipped here? Anyway, neither the witness nor the defendant have any reason to lie. Which means we must call your memory into question.
Here. You're older than me, and yet you want to play that game, do
That isn't exactly what I...
My memory is perfect. Crystal clear. Especially in winter.
Then, I suppose it's too early to end this cross-examination, eh? Mr. Edgeworth, if you're going to question the memory of this witness, you will need to show me a more decisive piece of evidence. Understood, Your Honor. I was naive to think that alone would do the trick. Then please add your comments, boot.
Why is it always a boot?
A boot, Cyrus. To the testimony.
Is he supposed to be, like, Irish or Scottish or something like that?
And let us return to the cross-examination.
Blah, 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 blah. We're gonna save here. And continue onward. She was dressed exactly as she had been at dinner. Press X to doubt.
Hold it!
Wait, no. Not press! Ah, jeez. I need to present. Because I do believe her hood was given to Phoenix.
Objection!
Witness, let's get one thing straight. The defendant whom you claim to have met. She was wearing this demon-warding hood, correct?
Of course. That is a very important piece of clothing. I'll have you know. Wait a minute.
Objection!
Oh, it's right there.
Why do you have that?
That's the question of the day now, isn't it, Miss Von Karma? I'll have you know that this hood was given to someone as a gift that night. Before the lights out bell was rung.
What?
You know where I'm going with this, don't you? If the witness had seen the defendant as she claims,
Oh. Well, that is a bummer.
then the iris you saw should have been missing this very hood.
Well.
It's not a bad feeling at all, exposing contradictions like this. Now I understand that happy look on Wright's face every time he does it.
Sister! This hope. You have spell wands around the temple, don't you?
Spells? Well, I do tend to make too many of them.
I see. A stockpile. Surplus of hoods, eh?
Each knight is only given one hood. This should be the only hood that I have sold.
This is quite strange. Ah,
If there was a surplus of hoods, then she could have worn one of those. There's no contradiction here.
I'm sorry to break this to you, Von Karma, but you won't get away that easily. Discrepancies such as this will sow seeds in any human heart. The seeds of doubt.
Worthless. Well, I don't wish to call your testimony to doubt. You must give every detail with precision.
I'm not sure I'm comfortable going along with this.
Sister, you shall continue with your testimony. Tell us what you saw after finishing your bath. On your way back to the inner temple.
Those seeds of doubt are sprouting in the judge's heart. They just need a little more stimulation to bear fruit. Contradictionary stimulation. There. After my bath.
I finished my bath around 11, and I thought I should return to the inner temple. And I was walking back. As I was walking back, I heard a noise from the courtyard. I took a look and, Iris! Oh, Mr. Keys! And with that sword of all things, Mr. Keys was staying in the corner room, which faces out onto the courtyard. The stabbing I saw must have occurred after she was pushed out of her window.
You saw terrible. Truly terrible sight, didn't you? If I was in your place, that would be most like Miss Von Karma whipping Miss Redworth in court. And me seeing it all from this very chair. Something like that, yes.
This judge. His imagination is about as vivid as and creative as Detective Coppershoes.
They would like the food. I would look the food if I commented it on such foolishness. Anyway, this case is mine. Miles Edgeworth.
Calling everyone by their full name. Can't you do something about that habit of yours? And again we shall say... And let's take a look here. Well, what's that crime photo? There appears to be blood in the snow. It seems like a little... like, not even... What time? They murder? Between 10 and 11. So it could have been true. So this could have happened, according to her testimony. But I think it's something with this. I don't know. After she was pushed out the window. I feel like we might need to press for some of these.
Hold it! This isn't the second time that the witness has testified to seeing the defendant. But some doubt remains in these claims.
Hey, just what does that mean? Just because you're a good-looking young man doesn't give you the right to...
The murderer who stabbed the victim with the sword. Sister Bikini, try to recall exactly who it was you saw, as clearly as you can.
Well, you're a handsome young man, so I'll forgive you. Now that you mention it, there was something awfully strange about her. Something that has been bugging me all this time.
Please don't keep us in suspense.
Her hood!
Her hood?
That's right! It's coming back to me! Laurice! She wasn't wearing no hood! I thought something was out of place, but it all makes sense now, doesn't it? After all, she'd given that hood away to someone, right?
You've dug your own grave, Miles Headsworth.
What do you say, Mr. Edgeworth? Is this important testimony?
It is...
This may initially appear to put me at a disadvantage. But I can't see any other leads at the moment. Your Honor, I would like these new statements to be added to the testimony.
Miles Headsworth. If you want to hang yourself, you only need to ask. I'll gladly lend you my whip.
Whoa! Jeez, calm down!
What is? Answer that statement to your testimony.
No problem.
I don't think that's important right now. Let me check the autopsy report again. Loss of blood from a stab in the back. Body fell after death. Pushed out the window. Yeah, yep. And present.
Objection! Impressive logic. That's what I'd like to say, anyway.
Oh, please do. My brain is something else, especially in winter.
However, I think you are overlooking one thing. Miss Von Karma, would you be so kind as to take another look at the autopsy report?
The autopsy report?
The victim did fall from a height of 10 feet. However, this fall was after she was killed. That's right! It says after death right here! The scene the witness claims to have seen is contradictory. If the defendant stabbed and killed the victim there in the courtyard, How did the victim then go on to take a 10-foot fall? Order! The victim was killed and then fell. If that is the case, the victim must have been killed in a room. Don't you agree?
That is the logical conclusion. Yes, that's right. The victim must have been stabbed by the defendant in her own room. And she was then thrown out of a window down into the courtyard below. Yes.
Are there any signs of a struggle in Miss Dunham's room? She was stabbed with a sword. That would leave bloodstains. Wouldn't you agree? Well, Miss Fontana, was there any blood? Ah!
No traces of blood were found in the victim's room.
It's just caused traces of blood to be found on my glorious playoff beard. However, if there was no blood...
I'm sure there's no need for me to go over this, as I'm sure Your Honor is well aware of when a stab wound produces the most blood.
It produces the most blood?
Very little blood is actually lost at the moment of a blade's insertion. If you want to talk about when the most blood would be lost from a body, that would be when the blade was removed.
Indeed. With the weapon still in place, it acts like a lid on the... That's true. With the weapon still in the body, there wouldn't be much plating. Perfectly reasonable line of thinking.
We have come to a conclusion then. The victim was thrown out of the window with the sword still in place. This removes all the contradictions. Alright, I'm gonna be right back. Alright, and I return.
Order! I must admit that this is a probable version of events. I'd expect no less from Franziska von Karma. She locates and takes control of every vital point.
Yeah, she might know. Since obviously in this world, prosecutors are told certain informations first. Which is against most realistic law thingies. But anyway,
It seems that we need a clearer testimony from the witness. Remove all supposition on your part and tell us only the facts, please. Witness, please! Remain standing on the crate. Don't go selling me short now.
Okay.
Don't go setting me short now! The weight of winter snow has bent me out of shape, especially on my back and my mood.
Sister, please give us your testimony. I will give you a vigorous massage once we are finished in here.
With the whip?
Oh boy! All right.
Further details.
When I looked across at the scene, the sword was already in place. Thinking about it now, I didn't actually see her stab Mr. Laurice. I never even seen so much blood before. That's when I fainted. You can't blame me, can you? And when I woke, Mr. Tommy was stabbing Mr. Laurice through the back.
Oh my.
This all confirms Miss Von Kammer's theory.
Von Kammer strive for nothing but perfection. Putting together such facts is nothing for me. You should know that Miles Edgeworth.
Perfection is an impossibility, Franziska von Kammer. And I'm here to teach you just that. Further details that we just went over. Save. I think maybe no. I'm gonna press on this one. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I feel like there would be a lot more blood.
So you're saying that you saw the victim's blood?
That's right! Some of it is splattered on Iris too!
When the defendant was arrested, she was meditating in her room, and her blood-flecked clothing was neatly folded in the corner.
What? Her clothes were blood-flecked as well? That seems quite conclusive to me. What should I do? Press this point further?
Press further.
Going back to your previous statement, you said that you saw a little bleeding when the victim was stabbed. But now you say you saw the victim... But now you saw the victim bleeding?
Well, I say that was... What I saw is what I saw!
What did you see?
Maybe I didn't see the poor woman getting stabbed, but I saw the girl pull the sword out of her. Plain as day.
Pulling the sword out?
Well, it wasn't exactly pulling. It was more like it came out.
You pulled that out. I feel like it'd be kinda difficult to remove that from a body.
Worthless. You will add this testimony. You will add this statement to your testimony.
Oh, was it that important?
More important than you can imagine.
Smoothly draw. First I'm gonna save in case I'm wrong. And now I'm going to present the sword.
Objection!
Sister Bikini, you are a reliable witness. At least I'd like to think so. But there are too many contradictions here.
What do you mean? You make it sound as though I'm a liar. But you're a handsome young man, so I'll forgive you.
What contradictions are you talking about?
In the scene that the witness claims to have seen, the weapon was thrust up to the hilt into the victim. Furthermore, the killer withdrew the weapon smoothly from the body. However, both of these are complete impossibilities. Please go now!
Explain yourself.
To start with, do you think it would be possible to stab someone to the hilt with this? No matter how you look at the defendant, she doesn't appear strong enough for that.
Objection!
I'll check the crime photo again. Nope, that's not. Here we go. Yeah, it's still there, but that's just... It was probably planted there again.
It doesn't appear. What meaning is terrible? I too may appear to be weak and frail, but I can thrust men under my heel and make them weak, should I choose.
The objection stands. I wept a little back there, I must admit.
Objection!
That isn't the only issue here. If this sword was truly stabbed into the body up to the hilt, well, just look at the branch on it. It certainly wouldn't come out smoothly.
That's...
We also have the problem of the amount of bleeding. It's true that when a blade is left in the body, it acts as a plug of sorts. However, when the weapon is shaped like this, it's an entirely different story. The wound would be too large for the blade to completely stop the bleeding.
Objection! This has nothing more than conjecture. In reality, the victim was stabbed with a shaky handle. Even a weapon of this nature may still sometimes slide out smoothly, and may still sometimes stop the blood loss.
Objection!
I'm not finished. There's still one more conclusive contradiction. We still got more. This one is simple. If this sword really thrust in all the way to the hilt, why is there only blood on the tip of it? If this witness is telling the truth, then there would be blood along the entire length of the sword. What a care!
Bravo, Miles Edgeworth. These exist many contradictions from a single piece of evidence. All the other attorneys I know could maybe manage one, if that.
But what does this all mean? You have proven contradictions regarding the murder weapon, but having come this far, there can only be one answer.
And that is?
The weapon used to kill the victim was not the Shishishito. Oh, what?
A foolishly foolish idea born from the foolish mind of a foolhardy foolish fool.
Too many fools.
Well, let's examine this again. What was it that made us think the sword was the murder weapon?
Well, it's because Mr. Garvey was holding it.
Exactly. However, if you reflect on this, that is the only basis we have to assume such a thing. The impression left by the seed was just too strong. That is what influenced us. It influenced us to believe that the Shujishitu was the murder weapon.
So maybe the Shujishitu was not the murder weapon. Even if that is the case, it changes nothing, Miles Edgeworth. Their sister here saw everything. She saw the defendant stab the victim with the sword like object.
That's true. A response, Mr. Edgeworth. If that is so, I would like the prosecution to answer the obvious question it raises. The obvious question? Yes, namely, where did the real murder weapon disappear to? It goes without saying that the police searched the mansion, the main hall, and the surrounding area. Perhaps the prosecution items to if a sword-like object was found.
Besides,
Answer the question, Miss Fontana.
no evidence of that kind was found.
Another mystery to throw into the pyre. A trial without a murder weapon is a tricky beast.
Excuse me. Could I say something? I just remembered something, actually.
What is it, sister?
I was just thinking, it's possible that just maybe what actually happened was it was just over there.
What exactly are you doing on? I'm not here.
I weapon, I mean. Maybe. I think I might know where the sword was disposed of.
You what?
Well then, I think we need to hear testimony from you one more time, sister.
Impossible! What else could this old woman have seen?
Location of the weapon.
I saw the murder at around 11 p.m. And after asking that it would be reported, I went out to the main gate. And there I saw tracks. Tracks that indicate a snowmobile had been used. It takes 15 minutes to walk to Dusky Bridge, but less than 5 using one of those. Maybe they threw the weapon into Eagle River and came back when I was knocked out. Iris could have done that. She can drive a snowmobile after all.
Witness, please tell us everything you know right away next time.
Well, I'm not in the best shape. What with my back and my age, you know.
Right. There were indeed snowmobile tracks in front of the main gate. Here is a photograph.
A snowmobile, eh? I see. Well, that certainly is an interesting theory.
The tracks begin in front of Hazakura Temple and run all the way to Dusky Bridge.
Tracks photographed for record.
That solves your pesky little problem, yes. The Eagle River's current is quite swift, meaning that it doesn't freeze over in winter, making it a perfect place to dispose of the murder weapon.
Did she really go to the river to dispose of the murder weapon? Mr. Rainsworth, your cross-examination, please.
Alright, time to save. And let's take a look at the snowmobile tree. That's weird. Why are there footprints? Who made those tracks? And also, why is there only one set of tracks for the snowmobile? Because I don't think you can go over it perfectly. I don't think they came back.
Objection!
I admit this photograph proves something. It proves that the snowmobile was used on the night of the murder.
You finally accepted the inevitable, it seems. Nice, Ainsworth.
However, if what the witness says is true, then why is there only one set of tracks?
What do you mean?
Iris left Hazakura Temple, threw the weapon into the river, and then returned. If this was the case, then naturally there would be two sets of tracks in the snow. Those from heading out to the bridge, and those from coming back.
You're right!
You are forgetting one thing, Miles Edgeworth. On the night of the murder, it was snowing. The tracks leading to the bridge were erased by the snowfall. This removes your precious contradiction now, doesn't it?
I see. While she was at the river, the snow stopped, leaving the return tracks in the just the return tracks in the snow.
What do you have to say to that? What do you have to say to... What do you have to say now, Miles Edgeworth?
Is there a flaw in your theory? This idea that the snowfall covered one set of tracks?
There's a contradiction.
The tracks to the river were covered by snow. What a nice theory. However, Miss Von Karma, that is impossible.
Would you care to explain? Why there's a brute index finger currently pointed in my general direction?
No need. The evidence will do all the talking for me. On the night of the murder, the killer went to and returned from Dusky Bridge. In order to dispose of the murder weapon, the outgoing tracks were erased by snow. Or so claims Miss Von Karma. Sorry. Present your evidence to the contrary. Evidence that the outgoing tracks were not covered by snow.
The only thing I can think of is the weather data. They weren't covered because of the lightning. Duh.
Take that!
Witness, please tell us again what time it was when you witnessed the crime.
Like I said, it was around 11.
Of course. This means that the weapon was thrown away after that time, correct? On that note, please take a look at this data. It is the weather report for Eagle Mountain on the night of the murder. The weather report? Snow started to fall at 7 p.m., but it stopped around 10:50. Therefore, when the sister witnessed the crime at 11 p.m., the snow had already stopped falling. It is impossible for any tracks made after that time to have been covered up. Order! Very well then. It looks like Miss Von Karma's claim has been snowed in.
It's too soon to be closing this trial due to snow. Miles Edgeworth, how pathetic of you to rely on the weather of all things. Answer me this then. When is a weather report ever correct?
Ah, no. You've got it all wrong. This isn't a forecast. This is actual data. Here!
Forecast data. All weather reports have some inaccuracies. It may have still been snowing in the vicinity well past 11 p.m.
It's true, we cannot be totally sure. What? How did she pull that off? It hurts. Stop snowing at Asakura Temple when the murder took place. You need to provide conclusive evidence of this. I've come this far. There's no turning back now. Very well. I too cannot allow any doubt to remain concerning this testimony.
You can't back down, can you? Stop affecting us, Miles Edgeworth.
Very well then, Mr. Edgeworth. Where is your evidence that it had already stopped snowing when the victim was killed?
Crime photo? Because didn't she die around the same time it stopped snowing?
No.
Yeah, approximately 10 to 11. Seven to 10:50. Yeah, I'm doing the crime photo.
Take that!
Because if it was still snowing, there'd be snow around the body.
Ultimately, it comes down to one point. That being, whether or not it was snowing in the courtyard when the victim was stabbed.
That's right. But proving that is...
incredibly easy. If we want to know whether it was snowing or not, this photo will tell us everything. Of course, I am referring to the photo of the crime scene. As you can see, everything is covered with snow. With just one exception.
And that is...
The victim herself, Miss Elise Dunim. Why is there no snow on top of her? The answer is simple. It had stopped snowing when she was killed. That's why. In other words, if the killer really did go to Eel River to dispose of the murder weapon, then in this photograph, there should be two sets of tracks.
Just what are you suggesting, Miles Edgeworth?
To be honest, I'm not entirely sure myself.
Neither am I.
This is simply what all of the facts point to. That night, someone used the snowmobile to leave Hazakura Temple. From the tracks left, it can be understood that they were heading for Dusky Bridge. At that time, it was still snowing.
Of course it was! Because those tracks were erased by the snow!
Then, and this person returned to the Sakura Temple. The snow had stopped. Thus, the return tracks remained.
Can I say something? This all sounds a bit fishy to me.
What the sister?
There is only one key for the snowmobile.
Furthermore, on the night in question, we know that the defendant had it. The key was found in a room at the model.
It can only mean last night. Iris used the snowmobile to go to the inner temple.
But Iris said that she never went there. I should probably press on this point more when I get the chance.
A snowmobile can't cross the suspension bridge. So she must have left it on the Sakura side of the bridge and crossed on foot.
That sounds right.
But what's odd is, when I left Iris and returned to Sakura Temple, I didn't see anything near Dusky Bridge.
You must have just failed to see it, sister.
Maybe. And when I made it back to Sakura Temple, it was there by the main gate. The snowmobile, I mean. I know what I saw. It was covered in snow, too.
But that isn't possible. Order on the court. What's this all mean? So then, what was the snowmobile used for? It wasn't taken by the defendant when she went to the inner temple. If it had been, then the witness couldn't possibly have seated by the gate. Furthermore, it wasn't used by the killer to dispose of the money. If that is the case, there should be 2 sets of tracks in the snow. In the footmark. All we know is this. After it stopped snowing, someone used the snowmobile to return to Hazakura Temple. I never thought a simple snowmobile could cause so much trouble. I think we've learned all we can from this witness.
Yes, I've nothing more to add. I've told you everything. Everything I may know.
But then, that still leaves us with the same problem. If only there was someone, a witness who could testify to having seen the snowmobile. A witness, huh? Was there no one out walking perhaps near Dusky Bridge on that night?
I don't think that's likely. It was cold enough to freeze our ears off. Only an idiot would go out wandering in that. Unless they had something really important to do.
That's a shame.
Oh no.
Hold on.
I think I know our idiot.
Something's coming to me. An idiot may well have gone wandering out on that subarctic night. You're on! Actually, there just might be one individual who may be of help to us. Really?
You know of someone who might have seen the snowmobile on the night of the murder?
I don't know for sure if he saw it or not. But there are two things about him that do come to mind. Which are? First, that he saw something incredible on the night of the murder.
And the second being?
This individual that I'm thinking of went wandering outside on that cold night. In other words, he is our kind of idiot. Mr. Redworth, who's this idiot you're talking about?
Laurice?
This guy must be a product of Jean-Luc de la Dukes.
Jean-Luc Deluc?
Tied to obnoxious French painter. This is Larry Butts, a disciple of the victim, Elise Dunio. Her student? Interesting. And why was he watering a booth outside on the night of the murder? That is... I could tell them all about his designs for Iris. But it may cost us his credibility as a witness before I even call him out. He is, after all, an artist. He was perhaps searching for something in the snowy scenery that would move him. Although I cannot guarantee that this is the reason.
And so, this unfortunate, unreliable-looking man, what exactly was it that he saw?
I intend to extract that from him right here in this courtroom. Summon this youth as a witness immediately.
I have no choice, do I?
I believe he is in the gallery for his trial. It will not take long to summon him. Very well. Larry, you may have escaped me yesterday, but today I'm going to get everything out of you.
Beans!
The court will now adjourn for a 20-minute break. Miss Funkaba, please see to preparing the next witness.
Understood, Your Honor.
Good. Well then, this court is now in recess.
Alright, to be continued. And this seems like a good stopping point. So let me go ahead and save the game real quick. Don't worry, I'll get to your beans in just a moment. And let us head to the crypt. Alright. And, actually, I'm gonna be right back. Well, no, the beans are right here. I usually put them away after stream. But they're right here, so, let me go and get the beans wheel. And we'll give it another big ol' spin. And we have dead fish or strawberry banana smoothie. Please be fish. Please be fish. Alright, let me see if I can find one of those. Seem to be going through them pretty fast. Trying to figure out which one of these it is. It also kind of looks similar to the barf. I think it's the solid one. A solid color with red and yellow speckles. Alright. Let me go ahead and... Oh. It was banana and strawberry. Blech. I don't like artificial banana. Oop. Blech. Alright. And that was the beans. So let me go ahead and see who we have to raid now. Still in my mouth. Blech. Alright. Let me get the list here if it'll load it up. So, we have either Joe playing some Memories in Orbit. And then we also have Stinky Ray playing some more Dark Souls. So let me go ahead and get us a poll going. Come on. Okay. There we go. New poll. And starting now. Who are we rating? Time's almost up. And it looks like we are raiding Stinky Ray. So let me go get the raid set up. And with that being said, thank you guys, and I'll see all of you next time. Bye-bye!